Welcome to the Lion Life channel. Greetings, my lions. I've got a question for you today. Do you know how a feminine woman should behave? Most of us these days grew up in a single mother's household and probably never saw the interaction between a masculine father and his feminine wife. And let me emphasize that point one more time, a masculine father and his feminine wife. Because over here on this channel, we don't talk about anything else. Now, I will let this lady, she called herself Chantel Simone. I'm going to let her tell you the qualities a feminine woman is supposed to have versus what she should not have.
So there seems to be a disconnect between what women think men want from a relationship and what men actually want from the relationship. And what men are saying that they want from a relationship is a feminine woman. However, so many of us as Black women were encouraged to go to school, focus on your education, and focus on your career so you can be independent and never have to depend on a man. However, that sense of independence is a very masculine trait.
A heterosexual masculine man does not want a heterosexual masculine woman. That will only lead to constant arguments and fights and a relationship that doesn't work.
So I came across this list and it talks about what the feminine energy is like in a relationship and what the masculine energy woman is like in a relationship. And one of the biggest thing I want to highlight, one of the biggest thing I've learned in my journey of self-reflecting, trying to become better at relationships, is that the feminine energy wants to take the stress away from her man. The feminine energy wants to cater to her man. So this whole idea of, be crazy and don't be his piece, and just this whole concept of always nagging at your man, it's a huge indication that you are not a feminine woman. And if you are trying to become better, if you are trying to be better at relationships and learn how to love and work with a Black man, try reprogramming that thinking, that belief that you always have to nag the man, that you always have to question the man.
The list that Chantel has on the left are the qualities a man wants in his woman: kindness, receptiveness, understanding, gentleness, hardworking, humbleness, and healthy. When a man comes home to a woman with these qualities, he will have only these words to say.
You may be some honest lady before, but you are my girl now, my woman now.
Yes, he will hold on to you, my ladies, like nothing you have ever experienced before. Everything on the list on the right will only cause the relationship to be damaged. If your woman is too career focused, it's going to cause problems. If it's disrespectful to her man, that's a problem. If she's unavailable, that's a problem. These things are obvious. If she's going to dismiss all the things he says, that's a problem. If she's arrogant, that's a problem. If she's aggressive, that's a problem. If she's damaged, if she comes into the relationship bringing baggage from the previous relationship she has been in, that's a problem. That's going to cause a lot of problem in the life of a masculine man. So, my ladies, throw all those garbage on the list. I call them garbage, okay? All the stuff is garbage. Put them all in the garbage pan, close it up, take it outside, and let that garbage truck come and take it away, because you want peace, and these things will not give you peace.
Please remember, I am not trying to bash, shame, or insult anyone, and I am absolutely not coming from a place of perfection. I'm just using my channel to help share my experience in hopes that younger generation don't repeat the same patterns that many of us had.
Do you know what she just did? She knows that these masculine modern women nowadays will no doubt attack her in some way for what she's saying. So therefore she has to put out a disclaimer. Yeah, that's so funny. You guys can see the rest of the video over at Chantel Simone's channel. My lions, you are to treasure and put a high value on these types of truly feminine lady. They aren't that common in the Western world, but they do exist. When you have become a competent man and build your value, you will find that more ladies are willing to get on your program and stand for the values that you stand for. let's go over to the Daily Wrap-Up crew, where they have two modern ladies who view being feminine as a weakness.
But I think the fear is that you get taken advantage of when you lead with femininity. That's the problem.
100%.
That's the problem.
And that's a fear.
Everybody has that fear. Just like a guy that does everything a woman said, he has a fear of being played, manipulated.
I don't understand why women
look.
look at femininity as a weakness.
It's
that's
not a
that's the
weakness.
issue.
It's a power.
You saying that you can't accomplish what you want to accomplish if you're being feminine.
My lines. A heterosexual feminine lady can make a heterosexual masculine man do things that a modern woman can only dream of. Her femininity and the man's attraction to this femininity is very strong and is not a weakness. Quite the contrary, it's a super strength. Once you get in any relationship, you can be played. It doesn't matter who you are, what you're worth, or anything else for that matter. We all go into a relationship expecting to have success. Feminine lady, a modern type lady, can all have relationships that fail. But the main difference between a feminine lady and a masculine lady that will tend to find that the feminine lady relationship will last is this. Okay? That feminine lady is offering that extra high and modern woman does not tend to offer. That extra high is like a magnet to steel for a competent masculine man. All the qualities that Chantel Simone described previously, those things attract a man and will keep him 1,000,000 times more than the second list that Chantel Simone was talking about. Okay, ladies, that is rather obvious. That shouldn't be something to be arguing about. Okay, now, lions. Let's wrap this up with some advice from a dating coach or former dating coach. For the ladies who may be listening, please take note. The advice she is about to give can make your relationship with that masculine man succeed or fail. So once again, please heed her advice. It's very important.
Men need to be needed. Like, at the end of the day, I think that what works for most men, and this is why things are so difficult now, is that men still need to be in a position where they are provider, protector, priest. They're covering. Men are built to lead. They're built to be depended upon. There's an innate need you guys feel. You never feel better than when you are needed and you're helping in some capacity for those that you love, that you are doing for them and they rely on you.
Hold tight. Me gone again.